It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck with Dr. Calvin Finch. We have Mark Peterson here, and we are going to talk some gardening with you. But we're probably going to talk a lot about Christmas trees. Calvin's article is on living Christmas trees, and we have a bunch of fresh cut trees here for your home here at Milberger's.
We can smell them. They're wonderful.
I know, aren't they, though? They
And, you know, if you have... Oh, you have to do me a little higher. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have a fireplace or maybe an outdoor fire pit, they have the sections that they've taken off the Christmas tree, and when they put them in water, they have them all in a big box for some pennies. I think like 10 cents or 15 cents.
Oh, for the
bottoms, and they're all dried out. So you just put them in the fire, and they have a lovely pine scent.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Actually, fir scent, since they're from firs.
You can even put them in like the box in the patio or on the.
Oh yeah. So that smell is all year. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna buy some and hide them around the house.
Yeah.
Why does it smell like fur here?
I don't know. Just saying, maybe for some invited guests on your patio area. They usually have 4 legs.
No. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So maybe that would deter them.
Oh, does it?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
Well, if you're after the fragrance thing, don't. That would not be the primary heat producer here.
Look on the thing. I'm wondering if those are your...
Another monarch. Huh?
Is it a monarch? Okay.
On the tropical milkweeds.
Calvin was saying, I don't see any. Maybe they've moved on, but...
Well, but
No.
did you see the blooms in the certified butterfly?
No, I have not.
Wow, look at them. You can see it from here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, are they
all tropical?
Okay.
Yeah.
They are. I can now I can see them with my head just around the corner a little bit.
That's one of the big.
Away from the microphone.
Yeah.
Ow, I just hit
One
my head.
of the big issues is what role should tropical milkweed fill? And of course, we made a recommendation in terms of books for gifts, and Monica Makel's book does a good job of covering that topic, and
or for our Texas friends, Meckley.
Yeah.
And
You're going to get another call, my friend.
I was trying to remember who was the other author.
It's Wendy Williams.
It's Wendy. Wendy covers that topic too a little bit.
Yeah. Both of them cover the topic at slightly different angles.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the thing where maybe the great migration for monarchs is not necessary for the survival of the species.
And maybe the tropical milkweed is not a threat to them.
Right.
But
Right.
if it's so hard, I know a lot of gardeners resist. We talk about cutting the tropical milkweed back on October 1st so that we don't encourage the monarchs to lay eggs here in San Antonio before they go to the Mexican wintering grounds. Maybe that's not an important issue, but the research is continuing and the discussion's continuing, and there goes our monarch right there.
He's kind of shy. He heard you talking about him. He's moving on.
He was resting over there, and then I opened my big mouth about no monarchs being here.
He went, what?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be where?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Why should I leave? I've got all these blooms here at Milberger's. Not just the tropical milkweed, but I've got lantanas and, Ruellia, and of course all the pansies and the calendula. They're another good nectar plant.
Before we get into, and I interrupted you with the monarch. Do you remember where you were talking?
That's always a word.
Okay.
And what?
Okay,
something new. Maybe
I do that occasionally. I understand.
So we're talking a little bit about the Christmas items here, and Mark, if you will, maybe talk about the fresh cut trees, and then you and Calvin can talk about his article.
So, yes, let's do that. Let's talk. Let me talk a little bit about what we have here. We have primarily, although not exclusively, Fraser fern and Nordman fern. Now, Nordman fir, I should say, enunciate better, Mark. Nordman is actually a indigenous species to the Caucasus and northeast Turkey, up in the mountains, up in that area, Georgia, and Azerbaijan, and all that kind of areas. But they've been rated Europe's most favorite Christmas tree, and they retain their needles very long, and they have the least amount of scent. Now, I like a lot of scent, a lot of pine scent and Christmas scent, but they have minimal. Now, Fraser fir has been voted the number one Christmas tree by the tree growers, the National Christmas Tree Growers. It also retains its needles for a very long time. It has more Christmas tree scent. So if you're looking for a Christmas tree that really smells like a Christmas tree, go with the Fraser fir.
And we have those.
We definitely have those because we've got a great fragrance that's waving over here from the Christmas tree forest.
We have maybe a few noble firs. The staff is out there at the ready to show you the different type of Christmas trees we have and cut them and make them available for you to load on your vehicle in the safest possible way. And then you can go home and use the watering dish, the stand, one more time.
That you get with a tree.
Yeah, you can use it repeatedly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a
you have to buy
though, Mark.
You have to buy the stand separately, but you can bring it back each year.
Yeah.
So
that's better a stand rather than a dish.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's I corrected myself when I said stand dish. I couldn't get stand out of my mouth.
These things are sturdy. I just amazed at with the addition of these stands. It just kind of eliminated that problem with if you got dogs, and there are cats that knock the tree over or anything.
Yeah. I remember the little screw-in things to get them right. Your dad saying, "No, it's a little crooked. A little bit more screws on this side, a little less on that." This you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
these are robust stands.
And if your Airedale or Labrador leans on the tree, it's not going to tump over like mine used to do.
And so, good prices, great selection of trees. So if you haven't
we have lots of evergreens for wreaths and things like that as well.
The fresh garlands and stuff too. So I encourage you to come by today and tomorrow and visit. The sun's come out, so it's a pretty day here at Milberger's. So come on out and check out the trees. Like Mark was saying, they'll help you load them up and put them on your vehicle in a safe manner. And so all you got to do is choose your tree and then get it home. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867 is the number to call with your gardening questions. You want to talk about your article now? We'll switch from fresh cut trees to
Yeah, well, the Express News reacted in a very positive way to the article. It's on the front page of the
Life section.
Life section, yeah.
In the newspaper, and I don't know about the essay about online. I don't know where it is online.
Yeah. And anybody, too, that gets the Austin American-Statesman, let us know if which one of my articles has appeared there today, or if any, and we'll just follow that up. But this is about living Christmas trees, and we talk about the advantage of living Christmas trees is that sometimes you get more value for your bucks because you get both a holiday tree that you can decorate because they're those that are available or have the shape of a Christmas tree or they've been pruned to that shape. And then the other thing is that you get access quite often to an evergreen, which is, as we well know, hard to find evergreens that survive in our area. But there are a number of those listed, and Milberger's includes in their living Christmas tree offering some of those trees there too. I mentioned, the article mentions Aleppo pine, Italian stone pine, Japanese black pine, and let's see, the Arizona cypress, and and the Deodora cedar. That I have both of those two in my landscape that I got bought as living Christmas trees, which maybe 15 years ago here at Milberger's, and they're both prospering. And Mark is, as a longtime forester and urban arborist in this area, has can talk a little bit about some of those pines and their what they look like, and if you're going to put them in your landscape, some issues to think about. Mark, you got any? I guess the Arizona cypress would be the one that would be. That
would be my favorite, just because you're planting for a living Christmas tree, and that retains that conical shape for a very long time. Not in old age. It opens up a little bit, but for most of its life, it's pyramidal.
And basically, it's a native.
And it is a native. We always laugh, and it is a source of controversy what constitutes a native, particularly when you get into West Texas. But it is found there. Arizona is found in the Guadalupe Mountains, in the Chisos Mountains, and Big Bend. So we consider it a native. But the Deodora cedar is native to the Himalayas, the foothills of the Himalayas. So it's conducive to our area. And that blue-green foliage, what that blue-green signifies, it is a drought-tolerant characteristic. That's actually wax.
Oh, wow.
That's giving off that blue-green foliage.
You know what I like about that? The needles, it kind of reminds me of spruce or... Yeah, so that's basically as close as we get to
a Colorado blue spruce. Many Californians or many Coloradans going, can we plant or even Midwesterners, can we plant a Colorado blue spruce in Texas? Oh, you always can. It's not going to survive, but you could do that if you want. That kind of dissuades them a little bit.
Now, the Deodora cedar, we mentioned in the article that traditionally, if you plant those, they survive, but quite often you'll have the tip, once it gets pretty tall, may freeze back. Now, mine has not frozen back in 15 years.
So we don't. Yeah, we didn't. We look at both those 20, 25 years ago, and we're trying to decide if it was our humid nights, which you don't see in the Himalayas, or humid nights.
What causes that humidity? Is that rain or something?
Well, in summer nights, humid summer nights. Yeah, rain. What is that thing again called, rain? or the freezes, or the rapid freezes. So we didn't really know, but we have know that it's either one or a combination of those issues that actually cause that little tip, the very tippy top, to die back a little bit. But that doesn't mean the rest of the tree is going to die.
Now, some of the pines that we mentioned, and at least Italian stone pine and Aleppo, are growing on some of the bases and have been for years.
Yeah, you said I couldn't tell. Maybe it was editing by the paper. Let's just say that it's the paper's fault. Whether you were saying that the Aleppos were on Fort Sam, or you're saying the Italian stone pines were at Fort Sam.
I was thinking it was the Aleppos, but
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Frank. Yeah, at Fort Sam, and then at Lackland they had a lot more Aleppos over there, and Japanese black. So you mentioned all of them in there.
Yeah. Well, I find that Japanese black pine too. That gets to be about 100 feet in the northwest.
Yeah.
And of course, here in San Antonio area, it survives well, but gets to be about 20 feet tall, and that's the limit.
Yeah, I was going to say 15 to 20. So it's like,
And it's an interesting tree, and it gets kind of spreads out. Now the Aleppo, I always think of it in terms of the classic straight pine with a lot of stem and it goes out and not very wide.
No, it is like an oval, round at the widest shaped canopy, but not round, tight round like a Japanese black. And not open like an umbrella like the Italian stone pine. Somewhere a little bit in between.
Yeah, those Italian stone they'll take as much territory as you give them on the wide.
Yeah.
But they're very attractive. But which was the cypress, the ornamental cypress?
The Montezuma cypress that we have here?
No, the one that we listed in the article.
Oh, the Arizona cypress?
No.
We have another one?
Yeah, we've got the landscape plant.
We have a juniper. That's kind of
rosemary.
Huh?
Rosemary?
I'm kind of looking at the ones that.
No, it's.
This is one you talked about?
I was looking at all the pictures. I'm a picture kind of guy.
Blue Point juniper, Japanese black pine.
Yeah, juniper. That's it. I'm sorry.
It's the Blue Point particularly is favored. There's some other ones, other junipers, but that's one you'll find.
Now,
and that's a very tight canopy, so that would last. You could use that as a Christmas tree for a very long time.
Yeah, I mentioned in the article that it's kind of could be I've seen gardeners that kind of use it as each year they get one, and and they start with and they've got this graduated height increase as they add a living Christmas tree, that juniper every year, and then one that I didn't recommend in the article I said I wouldn't recommend you even plant it is the Eldorica or the Afghan pine.
Yeah.
Because our experience, we thought they were wonderful and that we planted them all over, 25 years ago, and they have not survived very well. They've been they have submitted to our diseases and our weather and everything. So that's probably not, if you want, in terms of a living Christmas tree. They make a nice Christmas tree, but they are don't survive in our situations.
Now, I have recommended them out west. So, Del Rio. And then, beautiful Sanderson. Marfa. What's another one? Another place halfway Marathon.
Oh.
So what I'm talking about is out west where they're getting 12 inches or less rainfall.
The Leyland, too, cypress is one I don't
recommend that one.
They do wonderful in California, but
wonderful in Oregon and California, Northern California. Are you getting a hint here? I think it actually the parents came from Oregon and Washington, so they just didn't like our 100-degree days and 100-degree nights, temperature nights, and percentage from humidity.
Now, we also have the small one that the rosemary that Milton mentioned. That's a nice. If you want a gesture to recognize the holidays and not be overwhelmed by a tree, that rosemary is a good choice. They're pruned up to be cone-shaped. They generally bloom in January, and of course they're an important part of our herbs for cooking. And they're an attractive in container or in the garden.
Yeah, particularly on apartment complexes or townhomes. That's a kind of a nice little addition to the patio. Now, talking about all these living Christmas trees, and Calvin talks about planting as well, just make sure they're in full sun.
Okay.
All the trees we're talking about, even the rosemary, would like to be full sun.
Yeah, if you're going to accomplish some of the goals of using a living Christmas tree, you want to have the place that you're going to plant it identified. Plenty of room. Some of them are large, so if you pick one that's large, you got to have room for it to grow. And then you also, I always think it's best to have the hole dug before you, and then you have plenty of help, because the roots are going to be on there. Now, quite often the trees are not huge, but some of them are relatively large, and when they've got the roots included, they are heavy. So make sure you have plenty of help and any equipment you need to move it. And the other one, really important, is generally you don't want them inside the house for much more than 3 weeks. I've had we debated that. I don't know if it was last year or the year before.
Yeah.
Mine, I've had both of those that I have. I had in the house for three weeks, and both of them have survived well. But that's probably what your target needs to be for, as a display and a tree to be decorated, and then it graduates into your landscape tree. And it's good to have that hole dug, where you know where it's going to go to, and it's going to have enough space, and it's going to be in full sun. These are all full sun trees. Mm-hmm. Well, although of course, some of them, the deodar cedar and mostly the Arizona cypress, they'll tolerate pretty much any kind of situation, but they do best. They look greatest in full sun.
Let's take a quick break. Why don't you give us a call while we do? 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery, 1604 on Boulevardy Road on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Mark Peterson, Dr. Calvin Finch, and your calls at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Did we cover any? Was there anything that you wanted? Calvin has disappeared momentarily, so. Nope, still not him. Okay, we'll find him.
Right.
We'll find him.
It's an inside
We've
joke.
released the hounds.
Yeah,
We're going to find him soon.
I found one other, a little, we call it a living Christmas tree. It's a little boxwood.
Oh.
They just shaped it up conically like a Christmas tree. It's very nice. So, it's just something else. A little boxwood, a little evergreen, a yopon. There's a yopon in Southtown. I don't know if you've ever been down there on Carolina Street. Not Carolina. I live on Carolina. Florida Street.
Okay.
So they shaped up this yopon holly into a permanent Christmas tree. So it's very lovely. It says, "Welcome to the La Vaca neighborhood."
Very cool. That's a nice neighborhood down there.
Made nicer
by
me.
Oh, okay. Wow. It's just apparently you've planted an ego, and it's really growing.
It's well maintained, well watered.
All right, 210-308-8867. All right, let's see. We've talked about the. What do you see? What is that?
That looks like a queen.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, or a very, very immature monarch.
No, except they generally don't hatch that small.
Yeah. When you were in Oklahoma, Karen asked me, "What are those monarchs? Or what are those butterflies?" I said, "I don't know. They're small. They're probably queens." I said Calvin could identify them in
a heartbeat.
Yeah, microseconds. But I'm like, they're small. Maybe queens.
Queens are so interesting. That's another worthy topic because they are so much like monarchs, and then they take the place of monarchs in the summertime when their monarchs are up north, even in the wintertime when the monarchs are down in Mexico and busy laying eggs on milkweed and using the same nectar plants. So they're great. There's another monarch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, 210-308-8867. What are some other things that gardeners can be doing right now? We've mentioned Milberger's has fresh-cut trees, the living Christmas trees. If you are looking to put a Christmas tree in your home, this is the place to go to. And you can come bring your phone camera and take pictures of the monarchs and everything on the milkweed. Oh, I'm going to try something.
Well, a lot of folks are harvesting the broccoli.
Oh, good.
That they want to do that because if you don't harvest that big head, it just turns into a seed situation, and then it costs you a lot of those smaller heads. So you harvest the big ones, and you can in fact plant new broccoli up until about February 1st. So do we have broccoli?
Yeah, we have a few broccoli left. We also have some cauliflower, which you can do if the weather is
cooperating. Yeah, that's a little more of a gamble. They're also they're probably close to harvesting Brussels sprouts now too. Have you seen anybody, Mark, that has cauliflower heads that are close?
No, I haven't talked to anybody on that because it was a little iffy on that for a while. It was a little warm. So we were kind of, go ahead with the cauliflower.
We wouldn't mind any report. It would be nice if you have.
If somebody brought some over, with
Brussels sprouts and cauliflower.
That would be lovely.
Even an oral report rather than delivery would be.
That'd be okay with us.
Yeah, that would be okay. Hey,
we need a winter.
We have lots of greens available. Yeah. We have our Swiss chard. We have some Swiss chard and some kale. We're still looking for some spinach transplants.
Yeah, we're not. I talked to the manager. He's not real confident about the spinach this year.
Oh.
And it's kind of in the same league as the primula.
So let's see.
Two of our favorite plants.
Yeah. So lettuces?
So, yes, we have multiple kinds. Thank you.
Sure.
I'm just going to add on that we have multiple lettuce, including packets of
Crawford,
thank you. Crawford evergreen lettuce.
And Milton has reported that his Crawford
came back. It's coming back, yeah.
Mine hasn't germinated yet.
Really?
I added.
I don't know what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Mine, no, it's going gangbusters. It's probably about an inch tall. It's got all these colorful leaves on it. Should I harvest it now?
I'm sorry it said anything.
The leaves are about, I don't know, what is that, about a quarter?
About a quarter of an inch. Yeah.
So I guess I don't harvest it now. But yeah, I'm so excited. Makes me feel so good. Y'all are right. It just came back. It's reseeding lettuce.
It's the classical music I told you to play.
Yes, it seems to like that.
Yeah.
Very much so. Let's see. Okay, so we had the lettuces, spinach. We talked about that.
Yeah. All the like they said, the greens right now should be up and harvesting. If not, a little extra nitrogen would help and go a long way. But we're looking for the lettuces, Swiss chard, collards, mustard greens, spinach if we could get it.
Chinese cabbage,
regular cabbage.
I think we may have a report or a question. We got Robert on the line at 210-308-8867. Hey there, Robert. What's going on?
Another day in paradise, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So I got a question on spinach. Is the lack of spinach transplants available just because it's been so warm?
I'm looking over at Calvin because he's been in conversation.
One of the situations are that the wholesale producing companies have changed. Peterson Brothers, who we've relied for nurseries in this area have relied on for years, are no longer in business, and the weather. Yeah, the weather has been challenging. It likes cool weather, and the weather was hot, so it never did get produced. Or when it did get produced, there was spinach early, but not a lot after that.
Okay. Well, I went ahead and planted seeds, but like most things I do, I typically, like cabbage, broccoli, all the cole crops, I start with 6-packs and plant seeds, so they're succession planting. I've already harvested probably 6 heads of broccoli, 4 heads of cauliflower. I've got 8 heads of cabbage in a 3-gallon crock making sauerkraut. So all those crops have done well so far.
So did you?
And my spinach.
Did you plant spinach? Did you say?
I just planted spinach.
Okay.
They're probably. It's been a busy few weeks, but they have real leaves now. They're not harvestable yet, but they are up. They're probably 3-4 weeks away from me starting to cut from the outside in on them. All my lettuces have done great. Radishes galore. Everything's done really well, and I think the warm helps most of this stuff as long as it's not too hot.
How about beets? Any luck with beets?
I grow everything under the sun, and I grow a lot of. I grow potatoes. I grow carrots, radishes, garlic. I cannot grow beets to save my life. It's the dumbest thing in the world. I plant beet seeds 3 or 4 different times in the fall, and I just never get a good beet crop. So I get some from my brother.
You were doing God's work, my son.
So where does your brother live?
I like beets. I live right by. I'm about 2 miles east of y'all.
All right, and your brother?
He lives over in Carroll Hills.
Oh, I wonder what. Oh, maybe the soil's different, or I don't know.
We call it terrible soil hills.
Oh, okay.
Everything I have soil wise. I grow everything. I've been pulling. I've got radishes right now that I harvested a few days ago that are as big as a medium-sized beet.
Yep.
Everything, it's like if I didn't grow other root crops and my beets didn't make it, I'd understand. But I grow everything else, and they all grow fine. Onions galore. The onions look great. They've all took, and just everything's great. So I just quit trying to grow beets. That's all.
Now, I normally have pretty good luck, but this year it hasn't been the best beet year. And carrots have finally started to come up, but It was kind of tough on carrots, too, this year.
Well, I plant carrots and radishes. The first go through, I plant carrots and radishes at the same time. I literally, when I started to harvest radishes, the first batch of radishes, the carrots finally begun to sprung. That's how long it took, probably 3.5 weeks before they came out of the ground. So that was, normally it's not that big of a gap. Normally 14 days or so, the carrots will start to sprout, but it did take them longer this season, the first batch.
Well, that's why we mentioned, Mark and I did, that if you planted carrots more than 3 weeks ago and you got no action, reseed them, because that's been generally the gardener's experience with them, that they come up, but they like cooler weather too. And
understood.
So they finally have started coming up.
Yeah, and you mentioned Brussels sprouts, Calvin. I mean, I don't expect to start harvesting any Brussels sprouts till February maybe. And I plant them the same time I plant everything else, the first row of it. They just take a long time.
Yeah, they're always listed as the last in the cabbage family to produce the Brussels sprouts.
Yep.
But they those in my garden look like they're only a couple of weeks away from. The thing I haven't seen this year is cauliflower, which I usually expect to foul right after the broccoli, but not much action.
I've got lots of cauliflower harvested already, so
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
good report.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm getting ready to walk into the store.
Okay.
Y'all have a great day.
One other thing.
Yes.
You said that you did particular crops by seed and transplant, like 6-pack.
Correct. Right. If I put, depending on time of year, if the cole crops are available early, and I don't always buy them locally. Sometimes I get them in Beeville because they seem to have them. It's a better time for me, and I've got family down there. But when I plant 6-packs of transplants, I then also plant seeds, and then that becomes my second in the succession.
Yeah.
And I do 3 or 4 plantings of each of those. I mean, cabbage, because, you know what, just out of habit, because they've always come in 6-packs. Mm-hmm. I do everything in 6s. So if I plant 6 broccoli seeds, I've also just planted 6 broccoli plants, except for cabbage because I make sauerkraut. So I do, I think I planted 24 cabbage this year.
I think I'm going to start recommending, based on this year, I think I'm going to start recommending that if you can do it. If you have the space, double up, if you will.
Well, and that's I have the space. So, and it's worked great for me for years.
Well, I normally have to admit that I've evolved into telling people, well, don't bother planting spinach seed, just plant transplants. But this year, verified by what you're talking about, that this would be the year that there'd be a real advantage of planting seed already.
No, and I do both always. Hold on real quick. Could I get 3 pounds of this shrimp, please? Okay.
Oh, wow.
That would be one for Calvin, one for,
one
for
pound
Milton, and one for me.
Thank you so much. Come down to Central. I'll have to plug Central Market. They've got 16 20-count fresh Gulf shrimp on sale for $9.99 a pound.
Woof.
So,
in fact, I knew where you were when you said you were walking in, and you just said the shrimp. I just said, I know where he is.
Oh, wow. Hey, Robert, cool.
But I do the same thing with lettuces. I I plant transplants, and I plant seeds. It just makes more sense. So, anyhow.
All right, sir.
Y'all have a great day.
You too, man.
All right.
All right, thanks. All right, that'll free up a line at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. What's going on in your garden? Give us a call. And when we come back, we're going to try to identify a bird chirp. I think I can get it so you can hear it better. All right, back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck with Mark Peterson, Dr. Calvin Finch, and I may need your help. I don't know if my recording is good enough, but we had a situation where we heard this cool bird noise, and it went back and forth. I'm trying to think. I did do some Googling. I think did I send the? I don't guess I sent the what it said it was. I think it said it was like a bluebird because they go back and forth. But I'll play it for you. And let's see if you can hear it. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, what you couldn't hear was before the high pitched, it was the so it'd go like that, and then blue, blue,
Okay.
With my
sorry,
with my hearing aids, I've never been very good on songs, but
I wish I was better.
my inclination or just the instinct is it a tufted titmouse?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They always surprise me. They're so small, but they got a powerful little voice. But
And do they do both the noises?
Yeah, they do. They would have a kind of a continuous two syllable thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's see if any of our listeners out there, because we
got lots of people that are birders. So.
Remember when we used to go on the
Mitchell Lake.
The Mitchell Lake competition for
That was amazing to watch people because they would just hear, and they it's right there. There it is. It's a tufted titmouse and whatever. Yeah,
that's a wonderful
West Texas Wrangler. Yeah.
Ooh. Wow. You're just making things up now. But yeah, so, okay, if you know what it was, 210-308-8867. Like I said, it sounded like it was two birds, but the internet and you kind of said it's maybe just one, and it was the kind of the laugh or
conversation
growl. It was like, diddle, 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 diddle.
Huh.
How's that?
Yeah.
I don't hear any. Apparently, it's not good enough to get any.
I was trying to remember. I thought there was somebody here at Milberger's that had a bird song.
Oh, a bird song book
on their internet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was Mary or.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, somebody will come help us. But yeah, if that sounds familiar or you've heard it in your backyard, we've never heard it. That's why I wanted to know.
It's pretty distinctive.
Yes,
so
very distinctive.
If there's somebody that's good on bird songs, will probably have heard it.
And it was hard to record on the phone because you get everything. You get all the ambient noise and stuff. So it's like. Bleep, bleep. Okay.
So I understand.
He just likes to do that.
I just do like to do that, yes.
I understand it would be pretty hard for a radio man to get the recording correct.
If I had a good microphone, and all I had was my phone and my little voice memo thing. So, anywho, so if you know what it is, 210-308-8867. Okay.
Next time Holly comes to help me with my hearing aids,
okay, we can,
and the mechanics of connecting to the telephone. You'll have to corner her and see if she can figure out how you record the bird song.
If I'd known where they were coming from, it wasn't really clear to either. You could just hear it. But anyway, so you know who I'm betting is either yelling at the phone or on her internet right now.
Lulu?
I bet Lulu knows what it is.
I don't know.
I'll bet 50 cents that Lulu knows what it is.
She knows birds as well as butterflies.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
All right, 210-308-8867. That was cool of Robert to call in with all the stuff he was getting.
Yeah, that was a good report.
And the shrimp. Mm-hmm. But I don't know that we've ever had an order of shrimp on the air before. So that was nice.
and I don't know how I knew, but
yeah, that was weird.
I had a vision in my head when he said he's walking in and I don't believe he said Central Market at the time. He's walking into the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I just went, oh, he's going into Central Market. And then when he ordered the shrimp, I went, oh, yeah, I know it's on sale. So I knew exactly where
Was he a customer or staff person?
No. He was a customer.
Customer.
But somehow, I just knew in my head where he was.
Oh, okay.
So
Just
anyway.
your psychic, your superpower is.
He also said,
Apparently, your superpower is you
what
can
is
name
he,
grocery
psychotic
stores.
or what?
his psychotic power.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he said his brother lived in Terrell Hills.
Oh, so you kind of okay.
I know. I guess I was doing a lot of inferring.
You are infer man.
Yeah.
Well,
I like psychotic man.
that comes with being a
Aggie?
no. It comes with doing radio show and
Okay, yeah.
classes for 25, 30 years like we've
Yep.
done.
All right. 210-308-8867 number. And you were going to do what?
I was looking for the second half of the article there to see what if there were other topics.
Let's see.
I was also looking at Neil this morning.
You have
Neil.
tips on planting them. Why choosing a living Christmas tree, and
Oh yeah.
you have the acclimate the tree. Oh, that's a good idea to know too. So if do I bring it straight in the house, just like go from outside to car to.
No, think of the environment. No, you're going from a lovely outdoor environment into a stale, warm, hostile environment.
But you want to
Speak for yourself.
But you want to make sure that you have plenty of help and
Right.
equipment to move that, because it can become you don't want it to become a burden. You want it to be a well-planned situation, and then and you also want to have a tentative schedule so you'll know roughly when you're going to move it to the landscape. But they work well, especially if you pick one of those.
No, and Karen made the comment, and I think you've made the comment too, that she has ones that she bought as a living Christmas tree, and they're still growing in her yard, and they look great. So I think that's what people appreciate.
Well, what did she say? What
I don't remember what kind. Do you remember
species
what
they
kind?
were?
I think she did an Arizona cypress.
Arizona cypress. Okay.
Yeah, they're the classic and probably the most reliable, and most. If you're in full sun, we've got one in my neighborhood that they maintain that Christmas tree shape if it's in full sun. If it's not, they do whatever's necessary to survive.
And maybe etiliate a little bit. That is, a branch gets very long and thin, looking for the sun. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, you can find the article in the Express News or mysa.com, and it'll tell you all that. And Millburgers will link it up on their website, millburgernursery.com. So, and that's lots of good information. Or if you get the Austin American Statesman, it's available there too. Lots of great things going on at Millburgers. Lots of great plants, lots of Christmas trees. If you have not gotten your tree yet, you owe it to yourself to come by Millburgers.
Oh, they're beautiful.
The trees.
I've got this nice vision through there, through the forest, and they're all. The shape always amazes me that every single one of them has got a wonderful shape.
Yep.
Not like the old days. I guess where you had to spend an hour finding the best shaped and the fullest tree. These are all meet the needs.
Well, the science of shearing has become more and more accurate over the years. That's actually where they're going out and see, I knew it was going to blow away.
No, it's okay. I got it. I'll throw it away in a second. All right, we'll take a quick break and come back in a moment. Get you caught up with the news. More of Millburgers Gardening South Texas coming up on 9:30 a.m. This is The Answer.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer. Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson, and I taking calls and answering your questions. I encourage you to come on out and visit with us live in person here at Milberger's at 1604 and Bulverde Road. And if you haven't gotten those Christmas gifts, poinsettias, cyclamen, we have the Christmas trees, we have citrus, and the citrus is on sale. And we have a new cyclamen, too. The pink one. Calvin and I were surprised by that. We hadn't seen that.
It's like a two-tone pink.
Okay.
It's got a center that's a little pinker and then a lighter color on the outside. Mm-hmm. It's not like the traditional pink one that we've seen. Very attractive.
Yeah, very sweet.
Well, that's a good term. Mm-hmm. And it would look good, especially good in a patio situation around. Of course, cyclamen needs shade, so that's always the situation. But you can expect them to bloom until April 1st at least, unless it gets real hot. And you want to be prepared. I went years with cyclamen, never covering them or anything. They were. Because quite often they're planted in kind of sheltered, shaded areas next to buildings, and so the cold weather really never affected them. But if you lose the blooms to a freeze, it takes a long time for them to get back, and you hate to sacrifice a season of blooms. The foliage doesn't ever seem to freeze, but you don't want to lose the blooms. It's so spectacular.
Mm-hmm. So come on by and you can ask your gardening question in person. We had somebody that came by right before we started the show. Had a tree question. He was replacing... Was he replacing? I'm trying to remember now. Or starting fresh?
No. So, it may have been a species that had died. He was looking for hedge species.
Okay.
And he lives in Bernie.
Okay.
And so a landscaper, and that's when I walked up and scoffed.
You bristled.
Yeah. Had recommended a cherry laurel, and I said, not so much in Bernie. I would worry about freezes and shallow soil.
Oh, okay.
That was the main thing with shallow soil. And so both Calvin and I had some alternative species. I was recommending some hollies.
I liked Texas mountain laurel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we even mentioned xylosma, but xylosma's not a real disciplined grower, so that maybe was not one that he would be interested in.
He had some very specific dimensions, and so that's good. So that's why I opened up my little Texas growers, TNLA, Texas Nursery and Landscape. We took the man off about 2 decades ago.
Okay.
So hard for me. Texas Nursery and Landscaper Association. It's a little book. And I said, how about these two hollies? They kind of match up with specific goals he wanted.
And I think there's some listeners out there that'll say, gosh, that was a full sun situation. Uh-huh. Do we use hollies in full sun? Actually, they do pretty well in full sun.
Oh, okay.
I think they're most satisfied and prosperous in a morning sun or partial sun situation, but they're versatile. And,
I think too, and I don't think anything you've mentioned probably would be an issue. He was concerned about foundation and roots going into maybe a swimming pool. I'm trying to remember, but something, and none of those things would be threatening, would they?
No.
See, okay, good.
Not a one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get me started.
Now, we were also
I would never do
debating
that.
the town Texas mountain laurel, whether it's a slow grower or a fast grower, and it survives in almost any situation as long as it's in full sun. But if it's got a little bit of soil, it'll grow a little faster. And I've seen gardeners that actually have fertilized it, which was kind of unusual. We don't normally we think of it as a native plant that we don't fertilize.
And I worry sometimes if we fertilize it, it makes it more attracted to the genista moth and the bugs that get at it.
And you seem to sacrifice the blooms. You get a faster you get a faster growth, foliage growth, but you don't get the blooms. But if that's what you're after is a hedge rather than the blooms, that may work too. They're tough. The Texas mountain laurel are pretty tough.
Yeah.
So.
Mine's still trying. 210-308-8860.
You're not making it tough enough. It has to be in a very tough environment.
It was until I moved it. And then, yeah. Okay. I forgot to take a picture of it. I'll still do that. All right. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867, the number to call. What are some things I was kind of looking up for December, things to do, and it talked about...
where were you looking up?
Just Googling and stuff. Is there a better place I should go?
Absolutely.
Where?
Garden Style San Antonio.com.
Let me do that real quick.
And then you go to maintenance. Sorry, I got a Michigan accent. Maintenance.
They actually sent out an announcement as to the class and the new class.
Mm-hmm.
For
GVST.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't. I take it from your look there, Mark, that you do.
No. And so
do you remember what they were?
No.
Teachers, the instructors.
No.
Okay, but when do you know when it's?
So it would be the third Monday. Is that
15?
This Monday? Yeah, it is. It is this Monday. But anyway, Garden Style SA or SanAntonio.com.
And what am I looking under?
You're looking for maintenance on the little hamburger at the top or the little tabs where it says maintenance.
Okay, tabs I have. Find a plant, events calendar, how to garden. Maybe it's under how to garden.
Nope. Oh, yeah, maybe it is.
Okay. Let me look under there. There it is.
Okay.
How to video, gardening galleries, and others.
Yeah.
And there's maintenance. Okay. Choose a month.
And then choose a month.
Well, let's choose December. Let's test this guy out.
Yeah. You may not know what he's talking about.
Well, we talked about...
So I usually had it
that's
done
interesting.
in categories, same categories for each month. So trees, lawn, roses, maybe perennials.
Yeah.
I forget after a while.
Herbs, perennials, roses, annuals.
So
I like the first one under lawns. Very interesting. Winterize your gas mower. What does that mean?
Well, everyone should get an electronic mower. I remember James had Gasworks, or Greenworks.
Yeah.
Sorry, James. But if you had an old-fashioned, remember I wrote this a few years ago. If you had a gas-powered mower, one should store it during the winter and then remove the gas and remove the oil.
Okay.
Or drain everything. It's usually 2-cycle.
Does it do harm, or is it just...
It just gums up the works, if you will.
I did not know that. Great. Well, then I have an electric mower, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
Then we can remind that...
And then there's trees and perennials. Anyway, everyone should look at the monthly maintenance at Garden Style, San Antonio.
And that reminds us of the... we talked about the great Christmas presents.
Mm-hmm.
One of those we mentioned was the battery-operated chainsaws. That really makes it, it's a tool, useful tool for a gardener, kind of taking charge of their landscape, and you can go ahead and prune up to at least 4 inches on unwanted trees and trunks and branches that have died. And it's a light tool. They're reliable. We found, based on the response we got from the gardeners that were listening on the radio show, we found that there were a number of selections, product producers that were really reliable, and everybody swore by them. I like Steel.
I like Steel too. That's the Professionals brand, Steel. But there's a couple others that they mentioned.
Green something.
Yeah, it was Green Works with the, wasn't it the X instead of WRK? It was.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, of course.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Anyway, and that was really nice because the same battery worked in every piece of equipment. And you and I both said, well, that's not necessarily the case with the Steel. It may be the case now, but some of the original ones, they had a different size battery for the, that one.
I've got a counter.
No.
I've got a counter filled with different Steel batteries, and I always have to. I can never remember which goes in which. Without fail, I'm always trying to fit them in, and
So I was trying to describe physically the horizontal cutter that you can do, like up to 1 to 3 inch trunks, like a cedar, cut like that. Mostly brush, but I think. But what's that thing? It moves like this. It's horizontal.
What?
See, there you go. That was the response I was going to get.
Oh.
So there was a different battery in that one as opposed to the chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
And the Steel.
Well,
that was always a little problem.
And always a good gift that people appreciate and really meets the needs of a gift. Christmas gift is to gift certificate with at the gardener's favorite nursery, and quite often that might be Milberger's, but that allows them to decide when they want to use the gift, and to pick whether they want to plant, and when they have time to plant it, and which tools they need. And it allows you as the gift giver to determine how much you want to spend on it. So, and everything will be appreciated by the recipient. Even if it's a portion of a big price, like we talked about our battery-operated chainsaws. Some of those are $300. So you could do the whole thing, or you could just do a portion of it. But lots of different options there, and the gift certificate. That's half the fun, is trying to determine what I'm going to spend that gift certificate on, and the gardeners always appreciate that.
But no, it's just because everybody has things, and it's difficult. Gardening there's so many different things, and you could probably be listening to our show and have never thought about getting blank, and then all of a sudden, oh, you know what? That'd be great. We should get one. Okay, well, if they've got the gift certificate, they just run out and get it. But, leaving it, if you know what they want, great. But if you don't, then that gift certificate's a great idea.
Well, and Mark brought it to our attention that here at Milberger's, we even have the article that we listed of the potential gifts. We mentioned lots of books, wonderful books, books on butterfly, books on roses, books on vegetables. We also mentioned a book on horticulture projects which we have, in fact, here at Milberger's by Greg Grant. Mm-hmm. He got the newest version, and that would be a great gift directly, or it could be one of those that would be purchased with the gift certificate too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Greg is great about reducing projects to small bites and step-by-step, very logical step-by-step.
Yeah.
So that's a great book for those who are a little or feeling overwhelmed with the landscape project that they want to do but don't know how to start.
He writes well, and he's a great horticulturist, and he does the photography is good too.
We haven't heard from Greg in a while. We'll have to.
Well, he's ensconced in the Emerald Fortress over there in East Texas. So.
Oh, okay. All right, 210-308-8867 is our number. You give us a call and tell us what's going on, 210-308-8867. All right, so I'm trying to go back to that article, that place that you recommended, the gardening style.
Huh?
Gardening style.
Oh, yes, the Garden Style San Antonio.
Yeah,
Garden
Style. Okay.
SA.com. This is the website for all Saul's conservation programs and information.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any blooming roses, but some roses may be blooming if the winter has been mild. Have we had a mild winter?
Well, we haven't had a winter yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The tough modern roses and the old-fashioned roses are blooming up a storm right now.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, so you haven't walked into the Rose Corner for a while, have you?
Yeah, I'll walk over there.
We'll walk over there.
Well, I have the knockouts, and they're just kind of green and sitting there.
So this is some of Calvin and I's favorites. So we have Mrs. Dudley Cross going on there.
She's blooming.
And Martha Gonzalez. Seems to be all the women are blooming over there. So
Grandma
Yellows.
And what is my, Belinda's Green.
Is it, God, I always forget too. Easy Living? No, that's not right, is it?
Oh, it's the pink. I can't think of it. It's the one. It's the one. Tough
Carefree Beauty.
Is that the Katy Road? Are they the same? Was it Katy Road?
Oh,
that's what that's what we called it for a while.
Oh, okay.
But it turned out that it was a modern rose rather than an old-fashioned rose.
But it's nice. It nice blooms, nice fragrance. I'm always big into the fragrance of the roses.
Relatively drought tolerant and pest.
And Calvin's favorite, it has rose hips.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it produces the royal rose hips. Quite often, a plant that produces rose hips will give up blooming to concentrate on the hips.
Oh, really?
This one just keeps producing both.
So what we're referring to is a little segment I have on the maintenance section.
Yeah.
And for the month of December, I have some lawn issues, tree issues, rose issues, herbs. I think it's time to get the herbs in the ground. What do I say? Cilantro.
Well, let's see. Hold on.
Cilantro, chives.
Cool
thyme.
season herbs continue to flourish.
Yeah.
Continue your culinary adventures.
I guess I didn't.
And remember, if they are getting munched on, it's likely swallowtail butterfly caterpillars.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So I guess the part, or somebody was complaining. Oh, wonderful, good job. Parsley, dill, and fennel.
All right, we'll come back on this in just a second. 210-308-8867, the number to call, and 210-308-8867 if you want to talk about something that's going on in your garden, you got a question, or if you know what that bird call was from the beginning of the show. 210-308-8867. Back in a moment on 9:30.
Even tell us what the tufted titmouse sound is.
There you go.
That's not what it is.
All right. Back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And you're listening to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Millburgers is the place to be right now to get great Christmas gifts for those folks in your who appreciate gardening gifts, because it doesn't even have to be a gardener. Like the amaryllis bulbs make a great gift, poinsettias make a great gift, cyclamen make a great gift, but we also got the Christmas trees, and this is the time of year that they say they get real busy and people come in and get them. So come on over here, don't waste any time. They'll help you out with loading it in the vehicle and getting it all taken care of. And they're absolutely gorgeous trees. So head on over there, 210-308, or it's 1604 on Boulevardy Road, and we're at 210-308-8867. Yes, sir.
Well, we want to remind everybody, too, that this is still a wonderful time to plant pansies and violas. Mm-hmm. And the selection is, gosh, it's hard to believe here. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tables of violas, different colors, and then over some separate tables, 4 or 5 separate tables for pansies. They're all on sale too, as far as I know. Still, four for $5, or 5? What is it? 4 for $5?
So which one?
Pansies and violas.
Let's see. Okay, let's look at the pansies. They are 4 for $5 in the 4-inch pot.
And
Snapdragons are 4 for the 4-inch pot, 4 for $5. Let's see. Cyclamen are no longer on sale, but no, I don't see the violas though. So, I do.
Yes,
4 for $5.
Yes.
Yeah, they're always with. Oh well, I take
they're
it
at the bottom.
They're separate. Yeah.
I was going to say we purchased some this past week.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I know they're on sale.
You took advantage of that.
I did.
Well, and then if you're interested in a more classical mum look, the ones that will make your cold winter flower garden warm up a little bit are the what are they called, Mark?
The calendula.
And they're very attractive, and they last as. In my experience, they last as long as the pansies do. Pansies are kind of the classic winter annual, and the calendulas will take you don't have to cover them. They'll survive the cold weather and go into April. May is not unusual for them to make it. Both pansies and calendula. Now, we still got the dianthus, too. Those are those bright red and pink.
And it's big, tall ones, too.
Yeah. So
I saw there was a woman last week that was getting the big, tall ones. They were awfully pretty.
And they're still a favorite nectar plant for the pollinators. And despite the fact that we're moving into the winter time, there's still butterflies here, including the monarchs. A few, and queens, and red admirals, and lots of birds too.
And a squirrel.
Do you see a squirrel?
I got a squirrel. All right, he's on the tree. Did you see him?
Yeah, couldn't resist, could you?
Could not. 210-308-8867.
Wonderful if we could identify that bird song that you had.
Yeah.
Where's Lulu when we need her?
I don't know. Let me check my...
Where's Mary, too? We'll have to check with Mary.
Oh, you think Mary might know?
Well, it was...
All right, Mary, please report to the porch. Mary,
she knows everything about the butterflies. I was hoping
I bet she would.
Might know about the birds, too.
All right. 210-308-8867. What are some things that people can be doing? We mentioned the mower and taking care of that. Any other tools? Any other things that?
Well, one thing that I want to remind people to do is gardeners to do is to apply those seeds, those wildflower seeds.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are on sale. And if you got any hidden in the drawers or at home,
there's Mary.
Go ahead and get those on the ground. They just need to make contact with the soil, and most of them are in full sun.
Did you hear us talking
Mary,
about
can we ask you a question?
How are you at bird identification? If
bird songs,
bird songs.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and let her hear that, and then the listeners out there can hear it again too.
Oh, she would. Well, no, she'd need the headphones. So let's see how I can. Well, she's got the mic, so I'm just going to play it for her. All right. So what's that? Yeah, she could borrow your headphones real quick, and I'll put it up to my microphone. So all right, here we go. Ready, Mary?
Okay.
Okay. All right, there we go.
Wow.
Any thoughts? No.
Do you?
Thought I heard almost Buick Wren, but it wasn't.
Oh.
That's another. That's the other option. I was thinking of the titmouse.
Yeah, titmice have loud squawking.
Yeah, but you're right on the wrens are always amazing. You look and you swear should be a big Mexican eagle or something up there, and it's a little wren or a titmouse that's making that
making the noise.
Classic noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
So surely, one of our listeners will recognize that.
It was weird. So yeah, it kind of started off with it was like they were talking back and forth to each other, like wee, 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 wee. And then as I looked online, they said it was like probably one bird making both noises.
Yeah, that's if it was a titmouse, I'd think it'd be one bird.
Okay,
but
Mary, we were admiring the butterfly garden.
Okay,
look at those flowers.
Oh no, I can see. Without my glasses, I can still see those tropical milkweed.
Yeah, that milkweed's really blooming.
So this is the time of year that milkweed really goes off, or just the conditions seem to be...
No, it's... Well, all the rest of the milkweeds are done.
But I do think we have some unusual weather conditions that are encouraging it to bloom.
But it's a...
Yeah, I usually have a really good fall into winter blooming.
Yeah.
And that's one of the controversial issues about them.
Yeah.
Because they if it's a lingering or a late monarch, and they find all that blooming tropical milkweed, I can just hear them thinking, well, should I just keep moving down to the wintering grounds, or should I stop and go ahead and try to lay some eggs here on this wonderful tropical milkweed?
What do they call it? They go into diapause or something like that? Is that the term? Where they don't?
Excuse me.
Where they go all the way south?
I don't know what the term is now.
Yeah. But they're pausing.
Okay.
Diapause.
Well, Mary, thank you. We're gonna see if we can help James. He's got.
some no,
problems.
It's James.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
Yeah. What'd you say, James? Your amaryllis bulbs are not doing well?
Yeah, my 2 holdovers that I did, I thought everything correct.
Yeah, we talked about that a month or so ago. Yeah.
Right, I thought, but neither one has started growing, and I kind of tested the bulb to see if maybe they were mushy and rotted or whatnot, but the bulbs are still firm, both of them. And when I look down where I made the cuts, I can see green down in there from where I made the cut. But I don't see any new growth at all. I mean, am I just too impatient, or am I doing something wrong here?
Yes, you're too impatient.
Okay, all right. Well, I'd rather it be that be the case.
Thanks for the tough love, Mark.
So let's go over it for everybody again. So you kept your amaryllis bulbs, and they're growing. They had leaves onto about August, summertime, and then you cut the leaves turn brown. You cut them off, and then you kind of just let them set in a cool place until about 4 to 6 weeks ago, and then you're bringing them out.
Right.
Okay. And then you were watering them, but not overly watering them, just a good they're in full sun, and they have a little bit of fertilizer because they fertilize them. They fertilize themselves over the summer by growing and feeding themselves, and so a little bit of moisture, and a little bit of fertilizer.
You can tell Mark's a tree person because he adds fertilizer to everything.
No, a little bit. What am I talking about? Maybe teaspoon, less than a teaspoon, half a teaspoon.
What do you think that whole bulb is?
It's all full. I know it's all full.
It's all reserve nutrients.
But if I want to get those leaves out and growing and up.
I think it's a good sign that your bulbs are firm, and I'm with Mark on the patience. I think you're going to have, James, there'll be a sudden burst, and then stand back.
Yeah, like overnight, you're going to be like go to bed, and I said, oh, look at those little green nubs on there, and then the following morning there'll be like 6-inch branches, 6-inch strap-like leaves.
Okay, the leaves will come up before the flower spike. Leaves first, and then the flower.
Yes,
spike?
usually, but
okay.
Well, it depends.
That I was going to say it does, but it's almost simultaneously. So the flower spike's coming out, the leaves are coming a little bit coming out, and then the flower spike will overtake the leaves. And then it'll come out, and then the flower spike in January or February will kind of wither, and then you cut it, and then you leave the leaves out all summer until about July or August.
August. Okay, so maybe this is part of it is slowing them down, maybe not. I put them outside on the patio where they're getting just mainly morning sun. And I guess not enough sun. So, with the weather going to turn a little, put them in the window.
Nah, well, I don't think it's going to get cold enough for it. So we're talking 40s, right?
Yeah.
Well,
no, I'm not worried about the temperature. I'm thinking there might not be getting enough sunlight where I have them now. Maybe it's slowing them down. Okay, so my other option is to take them back inside the house and put them in the windowsill, south window, or would you not?
I got it. Okay, all right.
What do you think's best, Mark?
I think it's getting it. You are. How long have you had them out in the sunlight? 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. Probably been just over a month now, 6 weeks.
So I think they're ready to go to the full sun regime. So so wherever they're located that they could have mostly sun, I would go with.
Okay, I'd take them back inside. That's where they'll get more sun. Okay, on the battery-powered lawn equipment, chainsaw, etc. I was incorrect. It's not Works, I don't know where I got that from, WORX or whatever I said, because later that same day I went in there and was fiddling around, and I looked, and it is WORKX, regular Works, Green Works.
Oh,
for anybody that, I didn't want anybody looking for the wrong thing if they were looking for something like that. Yeah,
so
I don't know where I got that.
Yeah, KX.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All righty.
Thanks, James.
All right.
You had an onion
All right,
question too, didn't you?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, onions.
Yeah,
Onions.
I sent you a photo, Milton. I've got 2 onions from my crop this past spring, and they've been sitting out on the wire shelf on the covered patio all summer, and we've eaten them all except for 2. And these 2 I thought were rotten, but they're growing again. They got lush green tops on them, sprouts. Like I'm looking at one's got like 10 or 12 sprouts. So would these green onion tops be good to eat? I take it, yes?
Onion tops would, yeah. I would just...
but not the bulbs.
I would be... You probably are not going to get an onion base, much good stuff, but the tops are always the...
I just showed them the picture.
Trees are good.
So you would plant these... What are they? What are they about? 2 inches? across.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So would you plant them and then just grow them as green onions? Or would you just cut the tops out right now?
I would depending on how much space I had and how many onion transplants I'd have, I would probably just use the greens right now and some kind of recipe or something, and then rely on my new planting.
Well, funny you should say, because when I heard y'all earlier and I was unloading groceries with this cool snap, which Mark says it's not going to be all that cool, but of course he's from Michigan. I'm making chicken and dumplings tomorrow.
Ooh.
So I'm throwing these greens in there and just the onions just toss in the trash. The bulbs, I take it, correct?
Ideal, yeah. Ideal situation. Ideal place to use them.
Okay. All right, will do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
There's our red Admiral right over there
I see
by
it.
Mark. You see it?
Yeah, I think so. Smaller than the...
Oh, yeah, smaller than about the same size as Queen.
Jumping from lantana to lantana.
All right, I'll memorize that.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back in a moment. You're listening to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. This is The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867 is our number, so give us a call and be a part of the show today. Tell us what's going on in your gardening world. 210-308-8867. Any other equipment care things? Should you be sharpening up stuff maybe while you're not using it as much? I guess in San Antonio you really use tools pretty much all year.
Yeah, you could. That's one of the neat things about gardening here. You can garden 12 months of the year, and that's what we talk about. Flowers 12 months. Of the year.
That's true.
Gosh,
so your pruners, your loppers,
the
little head shears, those all should be sharpened at this time of year.
Where do you recommend doing it yourself? Do you recommend taking it somewhere?
You can. Normally, hardware stores will do that. Frankly, I don't know if the newer Ace hardwares can do it, but yeah, it's always good to ask. They're very pleasant over there. I go to a lot of them. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And how difficult is it to do it yourself? I have the loppers, and I want to sharpen them.
It depends on the equipment.
Go to one of the instructions on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes they have like a little V piece or a piece of equipment shaped like a V, and you just run it on the blade. Other times they'll actually show you how to run the file correctly over the blade, and how many times to do it one way and how many times to do it the other. So Google is a wonderful instrument.
Or maybe I can just wait till the January GVST meeting.
Yes, but I think Ron has been taking some time off.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know how often they're doing that.
Okay. Well,
but come for that.
Yeah.
And stay for the meeting.
Yep. There you go. Do you remember? So the meeting is when? It's this Wednesday, Thursday?
No. It's Monday.
Third Monday. Third
Monday of every month.
Okay.
And Calvin was asking me who the speakers are, and I have forgotten. I'll admit
I'm sorry. I'll
honestly.
look it up.
I'll admit my honest mistakes.
No, I know.
But
you do have that very nice skill of being able to tell where a phone caller is, which grocery store they're using.
I don't know what it was. I just had a vision. That's where he was.
All right, I'm looking up. There we go. GardeningVolunteers.org is the website, and let's see.
So go to the meeting. Essentials of Gardening.
Yeah,
gardening.
Let me find it. Events. Gardening Essentials. Okay. December 15th.
Yeah.
Stories,
which would
Monday.
be
Monday.
Yeah. Monday, yes.
Stories of hope for our future through water and land conservation.
Oh my goodness, who's the speakers?
Let's see.
That sounds like something that I would do.
It does.
Yeah.
Session 1, mitigating urban heat at home. Nancy Perilla and Patricia Santos.
Okay.
Of Forenza Unida. Will share.
These are some of the new groups here in town.
Yeah. Is bringing down the heat in homes near homes near them with trees, water reuse, and conservation, and more. So that sounds good.
Yeah.
Session 2, and I don't know about this one. Matsagamba Rewild Ranch, our journey restoration
or Motsagamba for our
sorry.
Polish listening friends.
Okay, Motsagamba. Okay, Bryce Motsagamba will share his family's journey since he retired as an engineer to manage a 50-acre parcel of the family property with conservation and habitat restoration to restore it as a thriving prairie ecosystem without using irrigation even during drought. Have you been to the Matsagamba Rewild Ranch?
No.
Okay. Cool.
I'd like to hear about it.
We should have somebody from GVST call us tomorrow and talk about the presentations.
Well, that would be Andrew. Maybe I can get Andrew.
I don't know. I don't think he's. See if he'll call.
So hard.
I know. Maybe we can trick him.
Okay.
Okay, 210-308-8867, 210-308. But, yep, that's on Monday, and it's at the
San Antonio Garden Center. This is not the San Antonio Botanical Gardens.
Yeah,
this is the Garden Center, which is adjacent.
Okay.
And they have their own parking. It is free, but a donation is
always
requested.
Appreciated, yep.
Or appreciated. So that is along North New Braunfels and Funston Place on the corner of.
Okay.
And at 12 o'clock or 12:15, something like that, 12 to 3.
It's lunchtime. Is there any food?
There will be food. Donations of food. Always a good spread, frankly. Not that I would know that as a single man. No, I would never know that.
Okay. I'm trying to understand that. 210.
We're always looking for food.
Oh, okay. 210-308-8867. Got a few minutes left. What else do we need to make sure we cover before we wrap it up today? Anything you can suggest besides coming over here and getting your Christmas tree that people should be doing?
Well,
Calvin
talked about wild seeds.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wildflower seeds.
And we also, the gift certificates is a good time to get them. I was amazed myself and managed to get a bunch of Christmas presents ordered this morning, which I've been moping about and being stressed the whole time. And suddenly I just said, well, I'm just going to start doing it. And
how about that?
Yeah.
It worked.
I purchased mine.
Yes.
For my siblings and my siblings' children. Otherwise is known as nephews and nieces.
No, yes. I guess so.
On Friday. So yesterday. But I have yet to wrap and send them.
Oh. Well,
that is the other issue.
Yeah. I relied on I did the ordering and then relied on the place I ordered from to have them do the wrapping and the delivery and everything.
Oh, that's a good idea, too.
Oh,
what, more butterflies?
Look at that Red Admiral there, Mark. There, you want to see the classics pose right there.
I'm trying to memorize them so that if Calvin is not here, then I can look at a Red Admiral.
Look at that
Admiral.
guy. Amazing. We don't always appreciate the Red Admirals, but they're beautiful and they're showy and bold. They will also, that one there might get irritated if we went down and tried to take a picture of it and attack you and your camera.
We may want to follow up on this tomorrow, but there are three things that we're always taught for your wildlife, whether it be insects or other kinds of wildlife, is food, cover, and water. And so we can talk about that there maybe some gifts here that would handle either or the third one.
Yeah. What always amazes me on that water, the water is so important, and these last few years it's been especially important. But it's so easy to get a recirculating pump, even a solar-powered one or a plug-in one on a bird bath, and they work forever.
Yeah, they may not have here. I don't know if they do, but that's
we've had some here.
Okay. We'll look for tomorrow.
Yeah,
but I really highly encourage that. I didn't want to put Milberger's on the spot or anything.
But and what the amazing thing is that if you want to improve the number of species that you get that the water brings them in. You can count on about 13 or 14 different varieties usually if you've got a good planted landscape, and you may get another 50% if you have a recirculation, because you'll get a lot of those migrating birds that come in.
Which you and I are always surprised at how those migrating birds can see that live water from so high up.
Yeah.
That is.
They see the motion too. Do we get eastern bluebirds?
We're on the edge. If you go to when I go to New Braunfels.
Exactly. Right? That's what I'm looking at. You go. I bet he's going to say New Braunfels.
Their garden center there usually has bluebirds nesting, so that they're close. And then we have some gardeners report that they've seen bluebirds. During the migration, they're probably the easiest time for us to see them. But they don't. Most of Bear County, they don't lay their eggs. The bluebird houses, of course, are most areas. A lot of areas are easy to track bluebirds to, and that's fun to watch them raise the young. But it's worth a try.
Yeah. So I had some when I taught the wildlife tax valuation program. There were a few landowners who did that. They used bluebirds as their wildlife to attract, but they were in eastern Kendall and Comal counties, and that's why I knew that's what Calvin was going to say. Was it seems to be north and east of us.
Okay,
is where the
that's interesting.
Are.
And of course in East Texas and Arkansas and the northern states, they're everywhere during the summer at least. And then when they move through on the migration, you see quite a few. The other ones that are the finches are there's a lot of different finch varieties.
No relation.
I don't know. He sure likes them. That could be a relation. The finches are arriving?
Well, they will be attracted to that moving water.
Oh, okay.
And mostly in the spring I see them.
And I never have understood that. The lesser goldfinches are much more attractive to me than the greater goldfinches.
Well, the ones we see here, because they don't have, most of the time they don't have their color.
Oh, okay.
The American goldfinches.
Yeah.
And
but
the lesser goldfinches always have their color.
Okay, we'll have to get into that a little tomorrow too. That's always a fun topic to talk about birding and stuff, because I know there are people that do both.
Well, yeah.
Well, I was out watering stuff when I heard the birds, and it was like, wow. Okay, what is that?
Well, one of the Christmas presents that we listed was how gardeners attract birds.
Very cool. All right, we're going to say goodbye for today. Thanks to Al for doing a great job, and of course, thanks to you for listening.
Thanks, Al.
I'm Milton Glueck. This is 9:30 a.m. The Answer.